do greenhouse farming, we do piggery, we do poultry.
In this documentary, we explore and break down for you how Ramik Agro-Investment Farm Company is implementing President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni's routine advice on 1 acre model farming. Located near Muni University in Ivu East constituency, Arua City, Ramik Agro-Investment Farm, which is fully registered and owned by business mogul Anguyo, is inspiring many people in Arua City and Western region at large by shaping farming method through implementation of greenhouse farming. Established in 2020, the farm, which is developed on a 1.5 acre land, so far employs 8 people. The farm uses electricity to power the high-yield water system for irrigating the crops and vegetables. As we toured the farm, we were able to know the products that are being produced at Ramik Agro-Investment Farm Company as indicated here.
We do vegetable farming in the greenhouse, currently where we're doing the tomatoes and the sweet peppers. We also do kitchen gardening where we planted onions, spinach, cabbages, just like you've seen. And then we also do piggery, we do poultry, and then we do sunflower oil production.
Madam Anguyo's farm is shaping farming in a way that the employees at the farm or visitors who enter into the greenhouse farming will first dip their fish into a treated water at the door in order to disinfect any bacteria that may affect the vegetables. She explained the sweet peppers that have been planted 200 in a row only take months to be ready for harvesting, and when ready, a piece goes at 1,000 shillings and a kilo goes at 7,000 shillings.
One fruit of sweet pepper like this, one sweet pepper goes at 1,000 shillings. Sweet peppers take 90 days for us to start harvesting. Tomatoes take 75 days for us to start harvesting. That is after transplanting them, because remember we have to keep them in the nursery as seedlings before we transplant them. So the moment we transplant, sweet peppers take 90 days and tomatoes take 75 days.
We also discovered the tomatoes can grow up to 8 meters because of ropes that are being tied as an auxiliary support to raise them straight upwards. The chicks at Ramik Agro-Investment Farm Company takes 2 months to be ready for consumption.
It takes 5 to 6 weeks when we start selling. So these are 3.5 weeks old, coming to 4 weeks.
We moved to the piggery section and we discovered the pigs were separated according to sizes and they were put in partitioned rooms. Ramik Agro-Investment Farm Company CEO Anguyo explained how she got inspired to venture into modern farming by Omia Agri-Business Group located on Dynacom Road in Arua City, who introduced her to Mr. Patgola Enako, a farmer at Kokoro in Marsa District, who mentored her.
So I met 2 people. I met Omia of Omia Agro-Investments. I had a big discussion with him, and then I met Liberia, a lady who inspires me so much. She was having a greenhouse where she grew sweet peppers. So when I had discussion with these 2 people, they introduced Patrick of Marasha to me. I visited him, he encouraged me, and these people promised to walk the journey with me. And that is what formed our first venture, which was vegetable farming in the greenhouse in the year 2020. Now we started growing tomatoes, then we grew sweet peppers, then realized that to sustain this place, it cannot do. We needed to add something else. Then we brought poultry on board, and then we brought piggery on board, and then we brought oil production on board, which adds value, where we felt, yeah, we needed value addition besides what we're running here.
Asked on how it took her to plan and invest in order to realize the profits, the CEO, Madam Ann Hope, who quoted 300 million shillings as her entire capital to establish the farm, advised people not to focus on how much capital they need for a startup, but rather start with whatever little they have.
So roughly I would say we have 1.5 acres of land that we're operating on. I'll be frank and open to you. In agriculture, you make money after putting in money. The first thing you have to understand is don't look at breaking even or getting big money at once. You have to know that you're going to put money to make money. So for me, it has been growth, gradual growth. Yes, we're making the money. Of course, we're not where we want to be yet. That is why every day we're coming up with fresh ideas and also learning from other farmers so that we take the business to be more profitable. I can't say the exact figure now, but not less than 300 million. Yeah. I didn't invest the money all at once. Now what I'm talking about includes the land, the structures, electricity, you know, getting the initial, I talked about structures already. So getting the initials to put all these structures in place, not less than 300 million. Yeah, but I kept adding and topping up and also reinvesting the monies that we've been making.
Seen as a twinkle star to many young people in Western region, the businesswoman, farmer and CEO of the farm, Madam Hope, who condemned disenfranchisement of women, appealed to them not to relent but rather to pick the courage, because what a man can do, a woman can also do.
You know, women are just like men. You know, unfortunately, society has placed us in a corner, which is wrong. Society thinks, oh, it's men supposed to do that, it's men supposed to do that, but we are the same. We have 24 hours just like men, we have red blood just like men. God has given us favor just like men. And I love to encourage women that let's not think it's a man's world, it's our world too. I respect men so much, and I love to tell women what a man can do, a woman can do. Let's not think of ourselves as the weaker sex, or as the fragile sex, or as the, you know, vulnerable sex. We are not. We are, the world is because of us. We make the world. So for me, I love to tell women we are not the weaker sex. We are strong. We are co-creators with God. We are co-creators with men. We are each other's support system. We need each other. Men cannot do without us, and we cannot do without men. So let's be encouraged that we can do this as women.
As is the principle in commerce, where supply is driven by demand, the CEO said they usually supply big hotels in a rural city with the high quality and nutritious crops, animals, poultry and vegetables produced from Ramek Agro-Investment Farm Company. Going by the famous proverb, he who gives you hook teaches you how to fish is better than he who gives you fish to eat. Madam Ann Hope has opened the opportunity wider for benchmarking all people interested in getting training on modern agriculture by calling +256 3932 309, and also to supply you with products from Ramek Agro-Investment Farm Company, or for any other inquiry, call the same telephone number +256 3932 309. Documentary compiled by Osita Yusuf for Information is online news publication.